The light bulb went on and I started to research. I found out it's safe only. I can tell you one thing. The product works. And if you know it works in one way, it works in a whole bunch of different ways.
318 traffic stop. It's going to be on Poplar at 2nd Avenue North, Wisconsin, or correction, Alabama plate 5, boy 3116 out of Alabama. It's a red Ford.
Dispatch update. Status modified by dispatch. Your narrative has been updated. Dispatch update.
There.
Hey.
Officer Gordon at the Onalaska Police Department.
Yep.
Reason why I'm stopping you, your speed back there.
Yeah, I'm the fire chief.
Okay.
Sorry.
Still gotta slow down.
I know.
Where are you coming from?
We were coming from lacrosse. We were having dinner.
Okay. Do you have your ID with you, ma'am? Okay. Do you have your proof of insurance with you, sir?
It's on my phone.
Where'd you guys have dinner at?
We were down at the bodega.
Bodega?
Yep. And then we went to Buzzard Village.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is pretty good up there.
Yeah.
What's your guys' new address? And what's a good phone number for you?
Yep, they were just for Chief Cavender.
No. How much did you have to drink while you were up there?
Just had a couple people.
When'd you guys go out?
I can't hold my card back.
Sorry?
What time did you guys go out?
We went at about 8:30.
Do you have any shots or anything, or just a couple beers?
No, we just had a couple beers.
He keeps it on his app, but I keep it on my phone. We have Geico.
Yeah, it's Geico.
There's a policy number.
Yep. It's been the same.
Let's see when the expiration is on.
Well, it's on my phone, but...
Okay. Yeah, that one expired like that.
Yeah. Phone.
Try roadside card.
Hey.
That's roadside service. That's important.
But that's all mine.
Try going back in the app.
325.
There you go.
Yeah, there it is. That's location.
Yep. That's it. Let's go.
No, that'll be the right.
Let's get. Okay.
No, that's good. That's good. Good. You have any physical impairments or anything like that, Chief?
Nope.
Okay. Well, just sit tight. I'll be right back with you, okay?
All right. Same Ocean, Lincoln, Edward, Robert, Union, David, first name Jaden, John, Adam, David, Young, Nora, middle initial S, Sam, date of birth.
Is she going to be a passenger?
Correct. At 29.
320, go ahead.
Last name Sam, Edward, Victor, Edward, Robert, Sam, Ocean, Nora. First name Todd, Tom, Ocean, David, David. Middle initial J. John.
Copy.
Three 18 in Alabama, 27 and a 29.
Go ahead.
27 out of Alabama. Last name is Hayes. Henry Adam Young Edward Sam. First name is William Common. Full middle is Donald. He is a junior. Date of birth is
William is driver.
10-4.
Go ahead, the next.
Last name Hayes. Henry Adam Young Edward Sam. First name is Shannon Common. Full middle is Allen Common.
320.
Dispatch update.
On file and clear.
Port.
Your narrative has been updated. Your narrative has been updated.
318.
318 going.
They're both file and clear.
10-4.
Your narrative has been updated.
113. I'm not getting Jaden back on file.
Hey, sir, Sheriff. Hey, do you see who I have stopped? So it's the new fire chief. There's some possible 55 stuff going on. I don't know if you want to be here for it, if you just want me to have Justin come up. Okay. Alright, I'll have to. Yeah, it's up to you. I figured if you want to be here or not. So. Alright. I'll just say it until he gets up here. Alright.
Copy. I
Yep.
got her back out of Minnesota. There.
10-4, thank you. 320, 10-8.
Copy.
NCIC clear. License status valid.
Dispatch update. Dispatch update.
NCIC clear.
But
How'd you guys get this address?
honestly, that's all take your just pick the location on Highway 33 too. Ask people to see if it's not used somewhere on Highway 33.
I'm behind you. You recognize the name? It's a new fire chief.
Okay. What do you want to use?
Sidewalk right there.
Right here?
Yeah. Probably.
You actually scoot yours forward. I can put mine here.
Well, I was
Or-
gonna just the parking lot. I mean,
Oh, okay.
yeah, not the sidewalk, parking lot.
So we got some camera.
Yeah. Let me make sure. Hang on.
Is it catching it okay?
Yeah, it's picking up.
Okay.
All right, sir, can I have you step up with me?
Sure.
We'll step out and we'll just walk right up to the parking lot up there.
Where?
Just right over here at the parking lot. So, since you've had something to drink and everything like that, I just want to make sure you're okay to drive, okay? You said you don't have any physical defects or anything like that? Okay. What did you eat tonight?
We had gator bites. We had tacos, burritos, stuff
Okay.
we made at home.
Okay. So, you guys, did you eat before you went out, or?
Yes.
Okay. So, you had tacos, burritos. What
Yep.
time did you guys eat at?
We ate at 6 o'clock, 6:30.
Okay. What time did you guys head out?
We didn't hit lacrosse till about 7:30.
Okay. And where'd you guys go while you were there?
We went to Bodega. We had one beer there. Then we went to there. We went to the Starlight Lounge.
Starlight. Okay.
Yep.
How much did you guys have?
We had 2 beers. She had a glass of wine.
What type of beers were you drinking?
Spotted Cow.
Spotty Cow. Okay. Were they bottles or were they
Draft.
drafts? Okay. Like the 16-ounce ones, the pint glasses? Okay. That's okay. Okay. Did you take any medications or anything like that?
No.
So the first thing I'm gonna have you do is just stand there. Let's go step over here just a little bit. So just stand right here. I'm gonna have you put your feet together, arms flat down at your sides. Okay.
Okay.
I want you to stay in that position. Don't move until I tell you. Understand? Okay. So the first thing I'm gonna do you wear glasses or anything like that?
No.
Glasses, contacts. Okay. The first thing I'm gonna have you do is watch my finger. Can you see that? Okay.
Yep.
Still see my finger? Okay. Okay. I want you to follow my finger with your eyes. Your eyes only. Do not move your head. Do you understand?
Yep.
Don't move your head.
I got me.
Sit with the.
Oh, sorry. Let's try that again. There we go. Try to drop your chin for me just a little bit. All right. Next thing I'm gonna have you do is just picture an imaginary straight line in front of you. Okay. All right. So what I'm gonna do is let's see if we can find a little splatter patch and do it right here. I'll have you stand right here. So picture an imaginary straight line in front of you. Okay. So what I want you to do is take your left foot and put it on that line. Okay. Now take your right foot and put it in front of your left foot with the heel touching your toe of your left foot. Keep your arms flat down at your side. and stay in that position until I tell you to begin. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So when I tell you to begin, what I want you to do is take a series of 9 heel-to-toe steps up that line.
I'm sorry?
When I tell you to begin, I'm going to have you take a series of 9 heel-to-toe steps up that line.
Okay.
Turn using a series of small steps, and then take 9 heel-to-toe steps returning, okay? So watch me. It's going to go just like this, all right? You're going to go 1, 2, 3. I'm going to go to 3. I want you to go all the way to 9, okay? On your 9th step, I want you to keep your front foot on the line. Turn using a series of small steps, and take 9 heel-to-toe steps returning. 1, 2, 3, all the way until you get to 9. So can you return to that start position for me? Your foot right in front, all the way in front of your left foot. Can you get your heel in front of your toe? Okay. Do you understand everything that I've explained to you?
Yes.
Okay. You can go ahead and begin when you're ready. Make sure you're counting out loud.
138.
5, 6,
138, go ahead.
7, 8,
I took
9,
33 from M
10.
to Y.
Is that it?
Nope, just turn just the way I showed you, just the way I explained it to you. And then take 9 heel-to-toe steps back up that line.
I get it. You guys are trying to nail me.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. 1 second. I'll have you step back. We'll move down a little bit for you, sir. So next thing I'm going to have you do is stand with your feet together, arms flat down your
what
side.
made you pull me over?
The fact that you were doing 40 and a 25 mile per hour speed.
Okay.
Feet together, arms flat down at your sides. Okay. So the next thing I'm going to have you do is called the one leg stand, okay?
What's that?
The next thing I'm going to have you do is called the one leg stand. What I'm going to have you do is when I tell you to begin, I'm going to have you lift whatever foot you prefer. Doesn't matter to me. Approximately 6 inches off the ground. Keep your knees straight. Point your toe. Keep your arms flat down at your sides, okay? And you're going to count in this manner. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, and so on. Okay, did you understand that so far?
Yep.
Okay. So it's going to look just like this, okay? You're just going to raise your foot. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, and so on. I'll tell you to stop. While you're doing it, make sure you keep your arms flat down at your sides, okay? But keep your eyes on your elevated foot. Make sure you're counting loud and don't stop until I tell you to understand all that.
In the house, and I'm the fire chief, and you're going to do me this way.
You've been drinking. I'm going to treat you the exact same way I treat any other motorist
But
on the
I'm
road.
not drunk.
You've been drinking. You admitted to smelling alcohol or consuming. I smelled an intoxicant when I walked into your vehicle. Okay, I'm going to treat you the exact same way I would treat any other motorist.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Count to what?
Just count 1001, 1002, 1003, and so on. I'll tell you when to stop. Okay? You can begin.
1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005.
If you put your foot down, just pick it up. Continue where you left off.
1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007.
Okay. Continue where you left off.
1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006.
Stop. Going to do the walk and turn now on the straight line. All right. We're going to redo that first one that I had you do, okay? So what I want you to do is picture an imaginary straight line right in front of you, okay?
Okay.
Right now, take your left foot, place it on that line.
All right.
Okay. Now take your right foot, place it in front of your left foot, which is touching your toe, arms flat down at your sides. Okay? I want you to stay in that position. Don't move until I tell you to begin. You understand that?
Got it.
So when I tell you to begin, what I want you to do is take a series of 9 heel-to-toe steps up that line.
Okay.
You're going to turn using a series of small steps. Take 9 heel-to-toe steps returning. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay, so watch me. I'm going to demonstrate for you one more time. Okay? So I'm going to be in the exact same position as you. Okay? I'll tell you to begin. Go 1, 2, 3, all the way to 9. On your 9th step, keep your front foot on that line. Turn using a series of small steps. And then take 9 heel-to-toe steps returning. 1, 2, 3, all the way to 9. You understand that? Okay. Can I have you return that start position for me? Okay.
Left foot first.
Yep, put your right foot in front of your left foot, arms flat down your sides. Okay. So while you're walking, make sure you're counting out loud. Keep your arms flat down at your side.
Okay.
Count your steps out loud, and don't stop until you're done. Do you understand all that?
Yes.
When you're ready, you can begin.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Turn.
Just the way I showed you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. Turn. Have you ever taken one of these before? No.
Okay. So what it's going to do is it's going to go through a series of checks. Okay, it's going to make sure there's no alcohol in the machine. It'll say blank and it'll display all 0. So when I have you do it, I'm going to have you take a deep breath, a nice tight seal on the tube, steady even breath just like you're blowing up a balloon, okay? See, it's all 0s. Okay. Take a deep breath for me. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going.
Clear to the scene.
What arrangements have you made to switch your plates over to Wisconsin?
We just haven't
318
moved up here. Chandler just moved up here.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, don't you have 30 days?
And place your hand behind your back from the front. So right now you're under arrest for operating motor vehicle under the influence, okay? Have you had any priors in the past or anything like that?
No.
Okay. All right. So Wisconsin's kind of unique. I know there's obviously some other issues going on here. It's not a crime in Wisconsin first offense, okay?
yeah, but you just ruined my career.
Well, you ruined your career. I didn't do anything to you. You made your decisions, fine. I didn't. That being said, there's some things that we have to do. We'll go from there, okay? So I'm going to have you walk up to my vehicle, okay?
Somebody's on me right now. Please. Please, I said please.
Look at you all.
All right, I'll walk.
We just
gotta take care
I'll walk this time. Can I park my car here?
No, you can't drive.
So come walk with me, sir.
Can someone park my car here?
Yeah,
I'll
we
walk.
can legally park it, sure.
Watch your step on this curb here.
I got it.
I have his ID card. Okay. So step right in front of my vehicle for me, sir. Okay. Do you have anything on you that's going to poke, stick, or stab me? Knives, needles, anything like that?
No.
Spread your feet for me, okay? You said you don't have anything on you, no knives or anything like that? Any weapons or anything I should know about? Okay. Raise your hands for me just a little bit, okay? You need us to grab your phone or anything like that?
It has. Okay. Not like you use it, right?
Not at the present moment, but later on we may have cause to. It's just a pair of pair of cheaters. We're gonna go to the back.
Can I take my phone with me?
Yeah, we can grab it for you. Pop in for me.
What's happening with her?
We're gonna have to make arrangements for somebody to come and get her.
We're gonna have somebody come pick her up, park the car, and then come get you.
Don't need the handcuffs on. Standard procedures.
Where am I going?
We're gonna go to the police department. Do you want me to give the chapstick and you cheaters and everything to her?
Yeah. What was my BAC?
The PBT was a 121. He wants us to bring his phone, ma'am.
Right there.
Is that his? This bottom one? Okay.
Yes, Steve.
Okay.
That's his personal phone.
Okay. So we'll bring that one. He wanted me to leave. He's got a chapstick and just his cheaters or whatever, his glasses.
Yep.
Want to take those?
Yep. Yep.
Hey, sir. And you guys are going to make arrangements as far as getting her?
Yep. Probably for the responsible party, you'll have to run by the house and you will sign the form.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because if you don't sign the form, then it'll
Yeah.
sign you under.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So you're okay with me dropping all off then?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to write it here and then read. Okay, so we're just going to do some paperwork up here real quick, and then we'll head up to the police department, okay? Is there any questions that you have right now? So we're going to get arrangements as far as getting her a ride up to the house, and then once we're all done, we'll be able to take you up to the house, and she'll take responsibility for you. Okay? And we'll have someone, he'll park your vehicle right now. Forgive me, it'll take a moment because Alabama doesn't transfer over very well.
Go ahead.
ID, last of Novak, Nora, Ocean, Victor, Adam, King, first of Jared, John, Adam, Robert, Edward, David, Bill, R, Robert, 10, 97, 10, 15, 97.
Is your back door open?
Yeah.
Your vehicle's been legally parked up here and secured. He's gonna and then she tried to call so the travel is going to cloud. Process. Then he will drive you home. We'll have to sign a sheet of paper that just says she's going to take responsibility for you. And then you're free to go. So, and then you'll have your court date. Hire an attorney or whatever.
319,
319, go ahead.
The female from here to 1151 Stewart Court, beginning 0 break 0 on the trip.
Copy.
Dispatch update. Your narrative has been updated.
We're all clear from the crash.
I copy.
Do it here. I'm going to explain the citation, then I'm going to have to read you something, okay? This is a citation for operating while under the influence. It's going to be first offense, okay? 6 points, $861 is the deposit amount. It's a mandatory court appearance on June 3rd at 4 p.m. That'll be here in Onalaska, 415 Main Street, okay?
Okay.
This just says you were the one operating the vehicle you're operating. Violation once again is OWI first. My name, department, and badge number are right down here. Court and payment instructions are down here, okay?
All right.
Do you have any questions as far as that goes? So, this is a form, it's a standard form they have to read to everyone when they're arrested for OWI, okay? Just listen closely. I can't explain the form anymore. I have to read it verbatim, okay? So under Wisconsin's implied consent law, I am required to read this notice to you.
Okay.
You have either been arrested for an offense that involves driving or operating a motor vehicle while under the influence of alcohol or drugs, or both, or you are the operator of a vehicle that was involved in an accident that caused the death of, great bodily harm to, or substantial bodily harm to a person, or you are suspected of driving or being on duty time with respect to a commercial motor vehicle after consuming an intoxicating beverage. Do you understand that?
Yes.
This law enforcement agency now wants to test one or more samples of your breath, blood, or urine to determine the concentration of alcohol or drugs in your system. If any test shows more alcohol in your system than the law permits while driving, your operating privilege will be suspended. If you refuse to take any tests that this agency requests, your operating privilege will be revoked and you will be subject to other penalties. The test results or the fact that you refuse testing can be used against you in court. Do you understand that?
Yes.
If you take all the requested tests, you may choose to take further tests. You may take the alternative test that this law enforcement agency provides free of charge. You may also have a test conducted by a qualified person of your choice at your expense. You, however, will have to make your own arrangements for that test. Do you understand that?
Yes.
If you have a commercial driver's license or were operating a commercial motor vehicle, other consequences may result from positive test results or from refusing testing, such as being placed out of service or disqualified. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. In addition, your operating privileges will also be suspended if a detectable amount of a restricted controlled substance is in your blood. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Will you submit to an evidentiary chemical test of your breath?
Yes.
Alright, so we're going to head up to the police department and then we'll do some stuff up there, okay? 318, can you record consent?
Go ahead.
Can you just note consent?
Copy.
Has been updated.
And 318, I'll be en route to the police department.
Copy.
Dispatch update.
.318 will be out at the PD. We're going to go up, we're going to take a right, and then another right. Okay. So I have you stop right here for a second, just so I can close this door. So as long as you're compliant, I'll take the cuffs off, okay? I don't see that being an issue, but... Do you need to use the restroom or anything like that? It's going to be about 20 minutes. You might need to go. We can't stop in the middle of it, so. All right. So you can just have a seat right there then? All right, do you have any gum or anything like that? Okay. Just do me a favor, open your mouth for me real big. So what we have to do is there's a 20-minute period where you just got to sit here. We got to make sure that you don't vomit, regurgitate, anything like that. Okay. Once 20 minutes is up, we'll have you provide 2 samples for the instrument. Once that's over with, we'll just have some more paperwork that we'll have to do. Then we'll get you home. Okay. Any questions as far as the process goes, anything like that right now? So now we just shoot it for pretty much 20 minutes. Any concerns? Any? Okay. When did you guys come up here? Like from Alabama, when did you?
I was hired here as the chief in August.
August.
My wife moved up in March 1st. So I didn't have a residence here until end of January.
Okay.
So I was staying with a friend in Holman.
Okay. Do you have like roots in the area, or what brought you up here?
They recruited me.
Okay. So you don't have any family in the area or anything like that? Okay. Just, okay. Yeah. You born and raised there?
Nope.
Okay.
Grew up in Atlanta.
In Atlanta? Okay. So what took you to Alabama then? Work as well?
Yep.
Okay. How you been fire working at?
30 years.
30 years? I guess it's probably going to be a long 20 minutes.
Yep.
Any kids or anything like that? Do you guys have kids?
I have a 22-year-old and a 19-year-old, and we've been married 3 years. And she has a daughter that's going to be 18. So.
Where are the kids? Are they down in Alabama then, or? They going to school, or? I suppose 19, maybe not. He's 23. Are they working down there? Are they going to school, or what? Not work down there.
My daughter graduates this year, my stepdaughter.
Okay. You partaking in the outdoor recreation around here?
No. Haven't passed. I was waiting for my wife to get here, but it's pretty much in that.
So I don't know how the rules as far as any of that go. I'm
the fire chief,
so I don't know how to
So
like I said, in Wisconsin, at least, it is not a crime. You know,
it's public relations issue.
so.
Smart enough to know that.
Yep.
Did my wife get home?
Yep. The other officer there dropped her off. He parked your vehicle on the What's your wife do?
She just started as an OR nurse at Gunderson.
Is that OR nurse? She been in nursing a long time?
20 years.
So like I said, the process, it's a 20-minute observation period. I just got to make sure you don't belch, regurgitate, vomit, anything like that. The purpose of that is to make sure that there's no residual alcohol still in your mouth. Then we're going to do samples. As long as there's sufficient samples, the instrument will return a result. Depending on the results, there may be some more paperwork that we do. Once that's done, your wife already said she'll take responsibility for you. Generally, we call somebody to come pick them up. We'll release you to a responsible party at this evening. It'll be your wife. She'll just sign a form that says that she'll be responsible for you the next 12 hours. That you're not to operate a motor vehicle during that time. That kind of thing. And you'll get copies of all the paperwork. You'll get copies of the citation. You'll get copies of that form that I read to you in the vehicle. You'll get copies of the test results as well. So I might as well explain the instrument to you that way when it's time to go. So when I have you do the breath, just kind of like we did on the side of the road, okay, you'll take a nice deep breath, form a tight seal on the tube, steady, even breath, just like you're blowing up a balloon. It doesn't have to be super strong, it just has to be steady, okay? Like I said, as long as you get 2 of those out, we'll be good to go, and we'll get you on your way. Your wife did give me your cell phone. I've got it in my pocket, so we'll give that to you when we're ready to go. If you want to give her a call before we leave. You worked in Alabama before here. Whereabouts in Alabama?
Orange Beach.
Orange Beach. Okay.
Down the coast.
Down the coast, okay. How long were you there?
About 8 years. I was vice president of marketing for the university. Prior to that, I was with Washington, D.C. Fire Department. Prior to that, I was fire chief in the Atlanta area.
Where'd you get your start at?
Where I grew up in the Atlanta
In Atlanta? Okay.
Started when I was 19.
No. There's a lot of change in that time, I'm guessing.
Oh, yeah.
Is that pretty busy fire-wise in Atlanta? I've got to assume it is. Yeah.
But it all is tonight.
Just trying to avoid rubbing your finger. I don't want you to.
What's that?
Try to avoid rubbing your lip. I don't want you to. In case you have anything on your finger, I don't want it to. Second north, when you're just coming over the crest, turn down the radar and you were at 36, and as you kept going north, just up to 40. Yeah, just south of John Street. And it's still locked in from the radar if you want to see it when we're down the second go to.
You from around here?
Not this area, but from Minnesota, just sort of the borders.
How long you been here?
Been here 4.5 years. Can I have you move your hand again? I understand. I got to make sure that.
That's what I do.
I know.
We check my hand. There's nothing wrong.
No, it's not a matter of that. It's just I don't want, in case you have a drink or something spilled on your hand, it could alter the results, and I don't want to do that. Got about 5 minutes left or so.
Why'd you want to be a police officer?
Kind of always wanted to be one when I was younger, and went in the military and got out, and it seemed like a pretty good segue from what I was kind of used to. So.
Upset that mom and dad
It's just something we need to make sure of as far as the instrument goes. If there's any residual alcohol in your mouth, it'll pick up on it, and we'll have to start 20 minutes over again. So that's just one of the idiosyncrasies of that particular instrument. So have you step up? Yep. So I'm going to hold on to the tube. All right, just take a nice deep breath for me. Tight seal, steady, even breath. There you go, just like that. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Okay, that's good. You can have a seat. It's going to go through a couple more checks, and we'll have you do one more. So that was a good one. As long as the next one's like that, we'll be good to go. So like I said, you can have a seat. It's going to go through a couple more checks, but just the way you did it on that one, the next one, as long as you do it the same way, we'll be all set. So I'll have you have a seat. Huh? I'll have you have a seat.
Can I stand?
I'd prefer to have you sit just because what it's doing right now is it's testing the area. Okay, it's testing the ambient air. If it picks up any coming off of you, it can skew the results, and we don't want to do that either. So. You stand up, do one more. Same thing, I'll hold the tube, nice deep breath, tight seal, steady even breath. There you go, just like that, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Okay, that's good, you can have a seat.
Registered to a party on 11th Avenue South in Onalaska. Struck a vehicle at the Hill Drive Quick Trip. Vehicles located. Staff advised.
I see him running around town. He does,
Copy that.
123, I'll be stopping on 63 southbound at Riders Club.
Copy 53 South at Riders Club.
318, 323, toward the car.
.28.
318, 323 on Sheriff 2.
Wisconsin last Frank Adam Sam versus Bradley Boy Robert Adam David Lincoln Edward Young Philip J. Cotton male white date of birth 4/8 of 1980 4/8 of 80 up.
Richard failed to clear.
.318, what was my 95 time?
Midnight 38, 0038.
10-4, thank you.
Seven 1061.
10-12. Driver or passenger?
Passenger.
Bear with me a little bit longer, okay?
What was the result?
So it was a... okay. So the legal limit in Wisconsin is a 0.8. They took two samples from you. The first one was a 137. The second one was a 140. So what it does is it takes the lesser of those two values and then drops out the last number. So your reported value is a 13. and you'll get a copy of these results as well.
709. Can you give me information on the warrant now?
Affirmative. Bradley has a local for child support.
What's the bond amount?
There is no bond.
10-4.
So because it's over the legal limit, there's going to be another citation involved. Okay. It's going to be for operating with a prohibited alcohol concentration. Essentially what happens is you get an OWI citation, you get a PAC citation. When you go to court, they convict you of one or the other. So both of them are going to say 6 points, $861. You're not on the hook for both of them. They pick one or the other. Okay.
First we'll start with the last Jodor, Nora, Ocean, David, Ocean, Robert, Frank, Tom. First Curtis, Charles, Jr., Robert, Tom, Ida, Sam, Bill, J, John, male, white, date of birth.
1 second.
Boy, ID, last name, Young, white, Steve, first name, Baron, King, Adam, Robert, Nora, middle, L, Lincoln, female, white.
Copy. And 709, the plate you registered for Gordon Green, so I don't have your female driver.
10-4, I'll use it a little bit.
Copy.
What was your wife's name? I'm sorry. What was your wife's name? Shannon. So all I get is complete that citation for you. Once that's over with, we're going to go, I'll have to explain some paperwork as far as the citation. We'll do one more thing and then we'll get you on your way home. We'll do one more thing. So I have to issue this citation. I'll have to issue some paperwork that's associated with the citation because you're over the legal limit. They're going to suspend your driver's license. So I have to give you that paperwork and then there will be another questionnaire thing that we kind of do, and that's the last step, and then we're all finished up. Generally, when there's two people in here, it sounds like the sergeant's somewhere else. I'm able to go into my car and complete the citation where everything's already inputted. Since it's just me and you, I have to do it here, so I have to re-input everything else. That's what's kind of a hold up right now.
So how do I get
I'm going to give you a ride home if that's comfortable with you.
I just had some additional information on the 99.
Okay, and what's a good phone number for you?
How long is my license suspended for?
It's 6 months, please. I believe it's 6 months for the first one.
Blocks away from
A bit more than that, but.
swerving?
Nope.
So driving recklessly?
If you count speed, but I wouldn't say that. So if you count your speed, I wouldn't say that your driving fell under a violation of the reckless driving statute, but... print your citations. So take a little walk and grab some paper, I guess. So we need to take a little walk so I can grab some paper. The printer's out of paper, so I can't print you citations. Go the handcuffs and all that stuff, though. Hopefully go straight up that way. So everybody in here? Okay. Can you just sit with them? I get the paper, the printer's completely out. So. Come on back with me and we'll get the rest of this finished up. This is your original citation. This is a copy of that form that I read you in the vehicle.
I have my glasses. Somebody took them.
It's right to your wife. Okay. I'll kind of explain it to you. You'll, like I said, you'll get to take all these home. So that was the original citation, okay? This is that thing that I read you in the car, okay? It's called the informing the accused. These are the results of the test, okay? Like I said, they took 2 of your samples. The first one was a 137, the second one's a 134. It takes the lesser of those two values and then chops off the last number, so your reported value was a 13, okay?
Sure.
Legal limit's 0.08, so when you do that one. Because you were over the legal limit, there is going to be a citation for operating with a prohibited alcohol concentration. Like I said, it's going to be first offense. Same court information, everything on the last one, okay? It's a mandatory court appearance, June 3rd, 4 p.m. here in Onalaska, 415 Main Street, okay? 6 points, $861. All your information is going to be the same. My name, department, and badge number, okay?
Sure.
There's going to be citation for exceeding speed zones, okay? 11 to 15 over. Same court information, okay? July 3rd, correction, June 3rd at 4 p.m. It's going to be 4 points, $98.80, okay? Everything else is going to be the same. Okay, so I'll give you those. So due to the fact that you were over the legal limit, they're going to suspend your driver's license. Okay, I'm going to read you this form. On the front, this is what's called the administrative review request. Okay, basically when you get home, read these. If any of them apply to you, you can request a review through the DMV as far as your license goes, okay? So I'm going to read this to you. It says, on the above date, you submitted to a chemical test administered in accordance with Section 343-305 of Wisconsin statutes. Test results indicated a prohibited alcohol concentration or detectable amount of restricted controlled substance. Your operating privilege will be administratively suspended for 6 months. You have a right to obtain administrative and judicial review of the suspension under the provisions of Section 343-305, Parent 8 of Wisconsin statutes. So 30 days from the notice date listed in the box above, which is going to be today's date, okay? Your operating privilege will be suspended and a formal order of suspension will be mailed to you by the Department of Transportation. Within 10 days after this notice, or within 13 days if this notice was mailed to you, you may request in writing that the suspension be reviewed. If such a request is made, a review shall be held within 30 days of this notice. You may present evidence and you may be represented by counsel at that review. Any questions as far as any of that goes? I'm going to grab one thing. We just need to get the citation number for this. Sure, going to get these two pieces of paper as well. No questions as far as any of this goes? Okay. So the last thing we're going to do, before I ask you any questions, you must understand your rights. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in court. You have the right to talk to a lawyer before questioning and to have the lawyer with you during questioning. If you cannot afford a lawyer and want one, a lawyer will be appointed for you without charge prior to any questioning. If you decide to start answering questions at this time, you can stop any time during the questioning. So if you're willing to waive your rights and speak with me, sign right there.
I guess my question is, was it being issued a citation, so I'm being arrested, or?
Well, you're under arrest right now. Since you are in arrest and confined custody, anytime I ask you questions, I got to make sure that you read your rights and you're willing to waive them. If you don't want to answer questions, you don't have to. I can read you the rights again. It's just because you are under arrest. You're not being re-arrested. You're still currently under arrest.
All right. Well, I wasn't read any of this
Correct.
before I was arrested. So before you put me in handcuffs.
Correct, because you weren't under arrest at that point. So any questions that I ask you pertaining to the incident now would be in custody. That's why I'm reading you your rights at this point.
So if I'm under arrest, how are you going to take me to my house?
So currently you're under arrest. Once we get you to your house, we're going to release you to your wife. So you're currently under police custody until she takes responsibility for you. At that point, you would be not under arrest. So just because you're not, so the moment the handcuffs went on, that's where you were under arrest. Just because we took the handcuffs off, you weren't unarrested is just a less.
But you didn't read me my rights when you put the handcuffs on me.
That's TV. As long as we're not questioning you, we don't have to read you the rights. So as long as I wasn't questioning you about the incident or anything.
You took me into custody.
Correct. So we take people into custody every time as long as we don't question them.
With handcuffs?
Correct. And as long as we're not questioning them about the incident, we're not required to read them rights until interrogation takes place. But if you're willing to waive your rights and speak with me, we've got some standard questions. You can answer what you want. You can not answer what you don't want to. It's completely up to you. If you don't want to waive your rights to speak with me, that's
So if I don't want to waive my rights, then what?
Then we're pretty much done.
I'm not understanding what happened. So you put me in handcuffs, put me in the back of the car, brought me here. You didn't read me my rights.
Correct. Did I ask you any questions during that time frame pertaining to the incident?
Yeah, you did.
Okay. Which ones did I ask you?
You asked me where I ate, what I ate.
After I
had anything to drink.
After I put you in handcuffs, or prior to putting you in handcuffs?
Well, it was before.
Correct. At that point, you weren't under arrest. You were in custody.
Okay. So what I need to do? I don't
So-
have my glasses. I
Okay.
can't see.
So I'll read it to you one more time. It says, do you want me to read you your rights again?
I
Or
know
just
the Miranda rights.
So,
What's my options here?
so the waiver of your rights says, I have read or I've had this read to me, or read to me this statement of my rights. I understand what my rights are. I am willing to answer questions at this time. I do not want a lawyer at this time. I understand and know what I am doing. So if you agree to that and you want to answer questions, if you just sign right here.
Okay.
If you don't want to, like I said, that's your rights. So it's completely up to you if you want to or not.
Either way. Then what?
Then,
Take me home.
yep. So if you want to waive your rights and talk to me, I ask you all these standard questions that are on the form. Once we're done with that, I take you home. If you don't want to waive your rights and speak with me, we don't ask you any of these questions, I take you home.
All right. I don't want to waive my rights.
Okay. So here's your driver's license. Don't want to forget that. Just grab all the rest.
You have my phone and everything?
I have your phone right here in my pocket here. So I will give you that one as soon as we get on our way. Just make sure I have all your paperwork for you before we leave. You're all set. Do you want to take that? I can carry it for you.
I'm not drunk. Whatever my BAC says, I'm not drunk.
Fair enough. So we're going to walk right down here. Same thing, we're going to take a left. Functionally, you're still under arrest. I'm not going to put you in handcuffs or anything. I'm just going to have you ride back.
Can I have my phone where I can call my
Yep.
wife and let her know I'm on
Yep,
the phone?
absolutely. I'll let you make the call and then I'm going to grab your phone.
All right. We're leaving here. I'll be there in a minute. Left the door unlocked.
Is there a way to turn it off? This button on the side here?
Yeah, it's fine.
There we go. So I'm not sure, can you see this from back there? I know you don't have your glasses on, but I can't. It won't let me turn it.
I'll see you.
Okay. So that was your speed. $318.
318, go ahead.
I'm clear of the PD. I'm going to be giving him a 1059 to his residence to turn him over to the responsible party.
Copy.
Dispatch update. Status modified by dispatch. Your narrative has been updated.
Radar, or just that?
It's just that. It's just the radar.
So there could be other cars.
There were no other cars when you were going. It was me and you. The camera will pick up whether or not there was other cars coming in. But yeah, all three of them. Is it the first set or the second set? Last set. This one right here. .318 location.
Copy.
So I'm just getting you to sign.
Okay.
Just basically this form just says you'll accept responsibility for him for the next 12 hours. Just make sure he doesn't operate a motor vehicle, okay? Just sign right there. You've got all your paperwork, correct, sir?
Got it.
Okay, here's your phone.
Thank you.
All right, any other questions?
Nope, that's it.
All right.